Welcome, Leo Virgo, to your end of the month reading for October. I hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you at the end of October. You guys are celebrating Halloween. Happy Halloween to each and every one of you, and I hope you have a safe, great time. The end of October. Okay, well, it looks like there's going to be some things you're going to want to do that's going to take some patience. It could be giving and receiving towards someone, giving someone attention. It feels like somebody wants attention, and you're going to maybe give attention to someone else because maybe the other person is expecting too much attention, and so you're kind of putting them off for a little while. But no matter what, you have the Wheel of Fortune. It is time for great fortune. The day comes with a lot of positive energy and good fortune, guys. You're going to be happy to really want to work with people right now, but it does feel like there's going to be some moderation. And it does look like you are giving a little bit more attention, maybe to the children than your spouse or, or however it is. But it does look like you're trying to balance out the situation, but it does look like a little more attention is needed in one area than the other. Of like the contemplation of this situation of, I know this is where I need to give this much attention to. This person needs this much attention, or this situation needs more attention than that situation. Could even be just giving yourself more attention to go out and have happiness. And you know what? Just like, give yourself some fun, right? Maybe you're always like, go, 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 right? Maybe it's like, I always give work so much attention. I need to give my life some fun. So really trying to balance out the scales for yourself. Really cross that milestone for yourself right now. Having a great time. Feeling a little overloaded. Yeah. Feels like you're a little overloaded. You could even have someone around you that's a little intolerant to the situation or being a little bitter towards the situation, especially if you're giving a little bit more attention to someone else than the other. You could find that they're a little bitter, and that might even push you away from wanting to give that more attention. The more that people want to be intolerable, they want to be impatient, they want to be, jealous or however it is about a situation, people have a tendency to want to push them away a little bit more. It's like, oh, you're going to act like that because I gave them more attention at this time. So, just watch that. They might feel like they're very sad about the situation. You might even feel like this situation is somebody else giving more attention to someone else than yourself. Okay, so that could also be a situation as well. There's that milestone that I seen. But no matter what it is, I do feel like there's a lot of great energy here. I do feel like someone is pushing for a lot of attention, but it's kind of crazy because with the Queen of Swords in reverse, guys, it looks like negative attention. So it makes you, it just feels like you want to give more of the positive attention to those who are acting good. Those who, want to be happy. When people are really negative, a lot of times, and being very bitchy towards you, yeah, it's going to push you towards another friend. You'd be like, oh, you're going to act like that. I'm kind of done. So just kind of watch that because it's really what it feels like. It could even be a coworker, however it is. It just feels like no matter what it is, it's kind of like they've got their claws in you at this time. And you just really want to have a victory. You just really want to go out and have some fun right now. And this person over here is really low energy and kind of a negative Nancy kind of situation over here. That's not against any Nancy. It's just, that's the way it was. Not all Nancys are negative. I know some that are not, but it's just the saying. But anyways, holding back over here. Yeah, it feels like you're holding back from them because it feels like they're making bad choices. They're being very negative about the situation. So it's almost like to the point to when you want to balance out this situation with them. We have two cards of balance. When they want to come back and act normal with you, then you can, push that crossroads with them. But right now, it just feels like you're letting go of it and avoiding any conflict with this other person and focusing on maybe someone else or something else. Okay, so things that are going to be good for you in the long run, or at least have, a good time toward the end of the month. Absolutely. They see you as the Emperor over here, and they see that you are taking your power back from this situation. They do not like this. It causes a struggle between the two of you. Okay, so it's definitely saying, hey, you know what? I don't want to listen. It's kind of like almost like I feel like a lot of it is criticism. They might be giving you a lot of criticism, taking things too seriously, and you're just like, I want to have fun. I don't want to deal with the situation. Okay, so be careful of that. Okay, it looks like some of you are even out helping out in businesses and organizations, maybe taking other people's kids out for, Halloween, just kind of really standing up and, really taking the action and really being in control right now. I love it. I love this. Really taking on a higher position and purpose. And they don't like that. They don't like that because I feel like they don't, they're not getting the intent, they're not getting the attention that they want. Yeah. Yeah. It could be stuck in the past talking about, BS that you're like, I don't want to be there. I don't want to talk about that right now. Right now is a whole nother day. And I want to go out, celebrate and have a little fun. So it does feel like someone is trying to make obstacles and challenges, and they want to address these challenges, and you're just like not digging it. You know what I mean? It's like you're not digging that right now. So be careful of someone who really is trying to, hold all the cards in their hands for all the wrong purposes. And really what it is it's also kind of holding, trying to hold you back, trying to keep you stuck. Okay. And go ahead and they might even be trying to make you get into some kind of bad choice. Go out and do some kind of risky business that you're like, nope, that's a bad idea. I'll just stay over here. Thanks, though. So getting the Halloween cards over here. Let's see what's going on. Just be careful of risks, bad information. You have the Skull of Flowers coming out. Love it. This is creating through the ashes. So let's see what we have here. School of Flowers. To blossom and bloom, the work must be done. Through fire and ashes, our fortune, it comes. Ooh, that's a good poem. Not all of them are that good. I just want you to know. Some of them are just like, I don't know. Okay. The School of Flowers illustrates that there is a sureness and yet a rawness to creating again, to starting afresh. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work from so we can build what we really want rather than just settling for less. The School of Flowers celebrates not just a kind of phoenix energy, but an energy of success and full bloom through adversity. Wow, isn't that the truth? Yeah. Starting anew and starting afresh, you're like, hey, I'm going to go after this victory. I'm going to put all of this aside, so that I can have the dawning of a new day over here. Yeah. Very beautiful reading, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. So let's see why. Oh, well, you have this knight in shining armor coming through, or some kind of proposal coming through the situation. It looks like this person's very imaginative. They really want to come and offer you some cups. They want to take you out and do something new. They feel like they've accomplished something with you. I feel like this is the person that you're giving this new attention to. Ooh, now that it's seen. You're trying to balance out. I think that you are trying to close the door on one situation as this new person is coming through, wanting to express their feelings. And so it's kind of like I'm pulling my energy away from the ex or this old situation, and I'm going with this new creative situation. So see how it is, right? It could be one or the other. Might even be a new job opportunity, and you might be getting ready to, put out your 2 weeks notice. So you're not really giving a whole lot of thought to the job over here. You're giving more of the thought to this new fresh job coming in, and kind of like even anticipating. You can even kind of feel the anticipation of whatever that is that you're giving this energy to that's fresh and new, is really where it's, it's like, it's a big deal. This is where your wholeness is. This is what you're attaining. This is a celebration for you. Really feeling like this is where I need to be. And, feeling very excited about this. Wow, you have the Ace of Cups. For a lot of you, it's a new, fresh love or a new, fresh job coming in that's very exciting. And if you were giving a lot of energy and a lot of, there was a lot of stress and stuff coming out of the ex, you know, it's almost like you don't have to feel like you have to share that energy with them anymore. It's like I'm closing the door to that. I'm not going to let that, you know, affect me anymore because I've got this new fresh person coming in that I want to give all my love to. I want to show, you know, they want to show me a good time, take me out, right? And so I want to put my energy there. This person over, so you might be coming clean with the other person and confessing, you know what, I found something else. I've, you know, or I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice. I've got this new great job. Whatever it is, it's really going to get you bustled up over here. Really going to make you feel very excited. Now, right now, it's like you're moderately moving, but I do feel like even though you're using some patience within the situation, I do feel, like I said, like you're getting all worked up about this situation, trying to, you know, kind of fight your emotions over here, trying to use your head over heart right now as you're speaking and, you know, trying to contain that heart. Just, you know what, I'm going to be very head over heart. I'm not going to show tons of emotions, even though my emotions are going crazy. So yeah, I do see that there's a lot of great things coming out at the end of the month that's really getting you worked up. And I feel like it's the work up for the beginning of the month. So I do feel like a lot of you are going to get really moving or actually get to this new job in the beginning of the month, right? So it's kind of like it's a build up. That's really what this is. It's a build up. And if you guys, you know, are going out on this fresh new date with this person or whatever, it's still the buildup of a new relationship, something fresh, something awesome, new proposal, new promotion, however it is. So it definitely is saying there's a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. But yeah, definitely fighting your own emotions over here, kind of like keeping yourself, you know, flying through the roof over here with joy. Right, but it does feel like you also could be kind of taking the back seat if it's coming to an ex or something or somebody who's causing tension, kind of taking the back seat so that you're not in strife or clash. You know, even if it's the boss and you know that, you know, I'm putting in this 2 weeks notice, but he wants to come fight with me, or a coworker or something, right, could cause some tensions. So really trying to stay away from tension at this time. Yeah, because you know that it could cause a lot of burdens or a lot of stress. So kind of really, you know, just keeping yourself kind of distance from somebody. You're definitely keeping your distance from someone. That's interesting. You know, if you have this new date though too, I can also see that maybe you don't want someone to know that you're with this other person. So you might be keeping distant from them because you don't want them to gab, you know. They always have a big mouth. They always say things. I don't want them saying something, you know, or I don't want them opening their mouth about my new person at the Halloween party. So we're just coming as friends. You know what I mean? Because, you know, so-and-so has a big mouth and they don't mean to. I'm not saying they're gossipers. I'm just saying they're gossipers, right? And they're not gossipers, but yeah, they're gossipers. They like to tell all, right? They like to share. Oh my gosh, you got a new, is that your new boyfriend? Oh my God, no, it's not. It's my friend. Okay? Oh, she's got a new boyfriend. You know, it's like, oh geez, here she goes. She didn't mean to, but she did, right? It's just because that's the way that those people are made. They didn't mean to, but it just happens. So yeah, no matter what it is, it's overcoming some challenges when it comes to a situation. It could be, you know, it definitely could be with the Sagittarius. I do have Sag Cap here, so you know, it's like, but no matter what it is, it does feel like you're having your own personal celebration. This is very happy. I mean, this is happening for you. I mean, this is, you know, your happiness. It's, you know, but it does feel like there could be a breakdown of communication between you and someone else. And I'm telling you, it's because now all of a sudden you're giving all the attention over here. So, and it's, you know, kind of pushed out of the way, but for very good reasons. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Using a Halloween card. Guys, that looks amazing. I love your reading. Reading is awesome. You got this new person coming in. Just watch people around you. I see a lot of good fortune coming in, right? I mean, wow. You have a lot of sharing. You got a lot of gifts. Presenting a gift. You got abundance. Your money looks good, right? the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. Love it. It's your Halloween card. It's kind of like a tower. That's what it reminds me of. Let's look and see what it says. Okay, reading the poem. Another realm, shadow field. Travel from death's bed, where we stop and transform within the realm of the dead. Okay, so I was wrong. It's the death card. Okay, that's fine. Should the underworld card be present in your reading, you are being asked to consider exactly what you have to do to transform your life into something you find easier and more authentic to you. This may involve changing course. It may involve trials and tests. Keep moving. While things may fall away and your life may appear bare for a time, this is temporary. Space is being made into which you can create the new. Like the way that's read. Okay. Well, we know it's new because you have the chapter coming. And it all has something to do with whatever this Knight of Cups is coming in for you. Wow. Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.